UFC Fight Night Kattar versus Chikadze bets and prediction results. Now, in terms of predictions, I had TJ Brown winning, I had Brian Kelleher winning, I had Ramiz Abdurrahimaj winning, I had Joseph Holmes winning, I had Joe Anderson Brito winning, I had Vyacheslav Borshev, Caitlin Chukagi, Brandon Royval, Jake Collier, and Giga Chikadze. So on predictions, I was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So around 60% on predictions, but some of the predictions I got wrong, I still ended up putting underdog bets on, like Bill Algeo and Calvin Kattar. So if you look at the betting results for UFC Fight Night Kattar versus Chikadze, we got them right here. So the first little bets that we were making for Kattar versus Chikadze, the first one was a half unit on Giga Chikadze by a decision prop at plus 300 on FanDuel. I thought this one would have a lot of value, as it did go to a decision. It's just the other guy did win the fight. I did think there was a lot of value in a Giga Chikadze decision. Of course, he did end up losing. His cardio wasn't really that good, wasn't able to keep on laying in the case consistently throughout the fight, and Kattar's pressure just kind of fell in there. But I did make my money back in the same exact fight with a bet right here, half a unit on Calvin Kattar straight up at plus 205 on FanDuel. So I made back this half unit, plus I made another unit, another half unit on that one as well. On that main event, I also had one other bet, which was 1.76 units on Calvin Kattar versus Giga Chikadze. Just straight up starts round 3. So I had to go through the first round and the second round and just start the third and final round, and boom, it did. We won that one as well. So we won 1 unit in this bet right there, won about 1 unit in this bet right there, and lost half unit there. So overall in the main event right there, we won about 1.5 units in profit on that main event. The other fight was 1.05 units on Ramiz Abdurrahimaj at minus 105. That's when he was sort of an underdog, and I thought there was a little bit of value. But as you can see, it was not a good bet. Court McGee went out there, absolutely dominated Ramiz Abdurrahimaj out there for quite a while. It was a very, very much domination for Court McGee. So, yeah, not the best win there. Lost a unit on that one, but we did almost make it back on this parlay at plus 381. We had Vyacheslav Borshev minus 180. He went out there and got the knockout by a liver shot in the very first round. We had TJ Brown minus 250. He got his unanimous decision. And we had Brian Kelleher right there also getting his unanimous decision. We had all of those legs of the parlay good and going. And then we had Joseph Holmes. I'm very, very much regretting putting Joseph Holmes in the parlay. His cardio did not hold up after that second round, and in a little bit of that second round as well. So we lost that parlay as well, but we did come back with this other parlay with the 1 unit on Joe Anderson Brito versus Bill Algeo. Just goes to a decision, which it ended up going to. Bill Algeo won the fight by a decision. So that was one leg of the parlay. The other one was Vyacheslav Borshev at minus 188 for parlay odds of plus 173. So we ended up cashing on that one as well. As I said before, the half unit on Calvin Kattar did cash. Then probably our biggest win of the card. I would say it'd probably be this one or the Brandon Royval one, but we did have 3.4 units on Slava Borshev straight up at minus 170. This is the best I saw the odds for Slava Borshev. It kept on going down, then going back up to minus 200, then to minus 180, back up to 200. Once I saw it go to minus 170, I just hammered down 3.4 units there. And that one was definitely a good bet. 2 units on that one. We had 1 unit on Caitlin Chukagi, specifically winning the fight by a decision at minus 110. We won that one pretty handily. She got a pretty easy decision. And last but not least, for these ones, we had half unit on Brandon Royval by a decision prop at plus 425. Very, very risky bet there. I was really honestly not preparing to win that one. It was a very, very close fight. A lot of submissions, a lot of really big shots happening in the fight. I mean, it was very unlikely that fight was gonna go to a decision, but Royval hung in there, landed some elbows in the third and final round, and won me that decision prop as well. Those are the first 9 bets that I made around 4 days ago, but today, of course, you gotta add a little bit more bets. The first one, it wasn't really the best one, in 1.35 units on Joseph Holmes. Kind of took an L there. I just saw Holmes' odds getting a little bit better, and I got a little too greedy on that one, so it was not the best bet. I'm really regretting betting on Joseph Holmes and Ramiz Brahimaj, because they just did not really impress me too much in their fights, but we made it back a little bit right here with an underdog bet on Bill Algeo in a very, very 50-50 fight, but he was at plus 137. I thought that was a little crazy considering just a few days ago they were at minus 110, minus 110. I saw the odds just go way, way out of line. I'm like, that is absolutely crazy in my opinion. So I absolutely hammered. I didn't really hammer, but I put a half unit on Bill Algeo at plus 137 on bet on a line. A little sprinkle there as well. Also have 2.18 units on a 2-week parlay with Slava Borshev minus 190, and then Ilya Topuria at minus 390. So yeah, overall it was a good night. If you look at how much money I actually put into betting on the card, I put in around 12.56 units in the total amount of money that I was betting, and I profited about 6.25 units. So I'm profiting a pretty good chunk of the amount of money that I am betting on the card. If you guys are wondering how much a unit is, how much I actually wagered out of this $12.56, multiply that by 50, because each unit for me is $50. So multiply that one by 50, and in total tonight I bet around $628, and the amount of money that I actually profited tonight was about 315, something like that. $312.5 was my daily profit for tonight. So it was a pretty good day. 6 units of profit definitely is not a bad way to start off 2022, of course. We had the Bill Algeo one that we put in like literally 5-10 minutes before that card started. We also had, of course, the Calvin Kattar just starts round 3. Made some good money. Vyacheslav Borshev at minus 170 right there. That was one of my most confident picks of the card. Chikadze decision, and of course Brandon Royval by decision was a really, really good one. And we did cover ourselves very, very well with just a straight up Calvin Kattar win. That was very, very smart of me. Thinking back, I mean, at the time I made the bet, I was like, should I really do it? Should I put Calvin Kattar straight up on the money line and put Giga Chikadze by decision? It was a good decision because we made the money right there as well. So, overall, very, very good night. $300 profit, 6 units profit with only 12 units actually wagered. It was a good night. Cannot wait for UFC 270, which is going to happen in about 1 week. Cannot wait for the card. We're going to be doing some of those bets as well. We've already released a lot of the bets we are going to be making on the card, but there are some short notice replacements. There are some other fights I do want to be betting on. So if you guys want to see any of the bets that I will be making for UFC 270 and every other bet for the rest of the month and for the next 30 days, make sure to click the link right up there. It's probably going to be at the end of any one of my videos. It's the left profile picture link, or you can click the link in the description or something like that. Thank you guys for watching this live stream. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and everything like that, and we'll see you in the next video. Let's go.